For a month, y'all been saying Dark Zard is so weak, but after this weekend, it looked like it's Dark Zard's weak. 151 dropped, and a few cards are new. Best card, hands down, that's gotta be the Mew. Nah, I ain't through, because this weekend, I threw. Got third at a cup, I should have been 1 or number 2. Gazer Beam on your stream, aka your favorite scammer. Did y'all know we have 2 promo Charmanders? What's going on, y'all? Gazer Beam 2K back here again with your weekly wrap-up. We're gonna get into the top things, stories, just everything in this week. So let's just start it off the right way with the regional that went down in Brazil. I'm not gonna attempt to say the name, but there's a regional around 380 people-ish, masters-ish. We'll get right into that. We'll talk about a little bit of everything, but starting off with that regional, I want to talk about the top 8. Anyone who's been, reading my Twitter, following me, listening to me, hanging around me, see me play at locals, they know I've been on the Zard hype train for a minute. I've been all Zard all the time. Lost Zard, though. Not the Arceus Pidgeot, not the Gallade and the Curlia. No, Lost Zard. Because it's so versatile, can do so many different things. I've been on that for a while. And I've got some success. I did well in some challenges. I did well in the Cup this weekend. I'll talk about that. But this weekend at the regional in Brazil, Zard was around. No Lost Zard, but there's some Zard around. And I'm just happy to see Zard. I think it's a really good card. But it was in the top 8. 5 different times. 5 of the 8 decks in the top 8 were Charizard. Most of them were Arceus Zard, Pidgeot's in there, of course. But just the fact Charizard was in there, it's such a good card. I don't see how you guys don't see that. 2 energy hitting 180 is still solid. Now you tell me every time you take a knockout, I get stronger and stronger and stronger. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. But yeah, Zard was 5 of the top 8 decks. First place went to William. Oh, don't make me read names. I can't read that well. I know that. But he did beat a Lost Zone Giratina in the finals, which is a pretty good matchup. They go back and forth. But I guess Lost Zone didn't have enough steam, so the Zard won it all. So shout out to William. Oh, man. As my boy William. Shout out to my boy William, man. Rocking those Zards. I think I counted 12 Zards out of the top 32, which is a pretty high percentage. But this just goes to show that they're breaking Zard overseas. How come we can't do well with it over here? The first regional was legal for over here in the States, was Pittsburgh, and didn't show up very much. But then it's been showing up overseas, overall in other, special events and regionals, overseas on on the other side. Stockholm State side, we too dumb to play Charizard? It's not that hard, fellas. Come on, gang, figure it out. But no, hopefully in Peoria in a couple weeks we see some more Charizard. I'm really excited about the deck. It's a fun deck. It might get a little bit better with a few releases. There's a couple cards in the latest set, which we'll get into. But yeah, Zard's been tearing up. It's been heating up the charts. It's been burning down the charts, man. It's burning everything down, and I'm happy to see it. Dark Zard, Lost Zard, ZardEX, Terra Zard, whatever you want to call it. It's a fun deck, man, and I hope we see more of it. The meta is shaping towards that way. Zard has good matchups against Mew. I played a Mew this weekend. Shout out to Team Tap. Shout out to Daniel. And I had nothing going for a while. Couldn't get my Cram out. Couldn't get Cramorant out. Couldn't get anything going. But I put a Charmander down, and he knocked it out. And I got 2 Charmanders down. After I got 2 Charmanders down, that was it. It hits in the Mew, even without taking, before they take prize, it hits 180, which is a knockout on Mew anyway. And it hits Guardy for knockout, Gardevoir EX. So it has really good matchups in the meta. Depending on what Zard build you run, though, depends on how good or bad your matchups are. The one with the Arceus and Pidgeot build can handle most decks pretty well. Lost Box can still be a problem. The Lost Box build struggles against Lost Box and Giratina, but handles everything else pretty well. The build with Gallade and Curlia, you have Gallade as a single attacker, but you have to go find your reversal energy, which can be tough to figure out, find some time to figure out. So each deck has weaknesses and components that I like, but I think it's in a good spot in the meta, just because it hits 2 of the better decks, 2 of the top. And according to Limitless, I think Mew's like number 7 or 8, most played deck. So hitting 2 of the top 8 decks for like just weakness with a good matchup. And then you only struggle against maybe 1 or 2 decks. I guess the Lost Box variant, and I know from experience, struggles with Rapid Strike Box, a little bit more than anything else. But just having such good matchups where everything's, 50-50, 60-40 for the most part, it's in a good spot in the meta, man. There's so many different ways to play. That's what I like about it. And I'm sure there's more ways we haven't figured out yet. My boy For the Win TCG, shout out to Sean. What up, Sean? My boy For the Win TCG. He's figured out, not figured out, but he's played it with Path, where you path lock your opponent, but you put down the Lunar Rock and the Lunatone Soul Rock. I said Lunar, I just put it together, Lunar Rock. But yeah, you put that down, and then you're not affected by stadiums. So you path your opponent. You have Charizard in play. I remember a month ago, Dark Integral Gaming, shout out to Donald. He played a version that had played Cheryl. And my boy Eric, one of my locals, he asked me like, "Hey Gazer, is Cheryl like viable in Charizard?" And I'm like, "It can be." I said, "But the problem is you Cheryl, you lose your energy, then you have to have another Zard ready to evolve and go. So it can, but it can't be." Now, if you play a total Zard box, which is kind of ridiculous, but it can happen now because of 151. If you play a Zard box with like the Pokemon Go Charizard and the new Charizard EX, you're looking at 1 energy attachment. Boom, my Zard's ready to go. So Cheryl becomes a major play there. But you have to play like 4 rare candies, 4 Charmanders, maybe even 2 Charmeleons, all the Zards. All Zards. Throwing a Radiant Zard right yet, throwing Zard V and V-Star. Just take it back, throwing Zard V-Max. Take it back further, throwing a base set Charizard. Man, it gets crazy. Shoot, toss in Lance's Charizard too. Thank you, Bishart. Toss in Lance's Charizard. And we're live on Twitch, by the way. You guys ever want to see this live, head over to twitch.tv/Gazering2K. We record on Mondays, usually Monday late nights. Late night on the West Coast, 8, 9, 10 o'clock over here. So, yeah. But, yeah, you can make an all Zard box now. There's so many different ways to play, this Zard, and this meta is shaping up towards it. As I mentioned, I've been playing this Zard for about a month now, Lost Zard. And let me tell you about my weekend. I played... So... I knew we had 2 cups coming up this weekend. We had a double cup weekend. We had 2 challenges coming up too. And I said, I'm going to go to the cups. And if I could squeeze in the challenge, I'll squeeze in the last challenge. Cool, right? I missed Saturday's cup. Had a situation at home. My stepdaughter is an idiot. She had an idiotic moment. She had a dumb moment. And had to handle the situation at home. By the time I got to the venue, they had already shut down registration. I got a refund though. Used my refund to buy a binder collection of 151. I pulled a Mew out of it, full art Mew. We'll talk more about 151 soon. But yeah, I pulled a full art Mew out of that. And so I missed that cup. Here comes Sunday. I go to another cup, about an hour out, 45 minutes out from Fresno. And I run into Team Tap, man. And last weekend, they tapped me up and down at another cup, man. I missed my winning in because they just tapped the mess out of me. Just tap, 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 tap. Team Attach Pass, man. Shout out to Jill. Shout out to the Casilio brothers. Daniel, my boy Jordan, Gabriel, the whole squad, man. There's like 4 other people I don't even know about, man. It's like when you play Mortal Kombat, it's like, the fighters are like blurred out in black. You're like, who's that next fighter? I don't know. Who is that guy? I don't know. And then, later on when you fight someone else and, then they appear like, oh, it's him. So yeah, there's some more Tap members I don't know about, man. But shout out to Tap. But they came through again. And I was like, I'm going to get tapped again. I only ran into one of them. It was Daniel and his Mew. I beat Mew. But I actually made top 4. It was like a 16-man cup. And that's like the smallest cup I've ever been to. And last time we had a cup there, it was like 40 people. This time it's 16. I'm like, okay, football's taking over, I guess. I'm a Rams fan. We played Monday night. We played tonight. But yeah. But yeah, I took top 4. They take my deck in for a deck check. I feel fine. I like it. Everything's all good. I'm chilling outside trying to figure out, what's my best matchup, what I could do to win this and that. Talking to my boy Octavio, shout out to Octavio who took top 4 as well. We're trying to figure out what to do. And I get called inside. They're like, Gazer, we need to see you. Okay, cool. I'll go inside. Gazer, did you check all your cards on your list? I'm like, yeah. Because we have an issue. I'm like, what's the issue? You wrote down promo Charmander, and here's the number. Yeah. That's the wrong promo Charmander. I'm like, there's 2 of them?
Hi, Squidward. I'd like you to meet my cousin Stanley. We're related.
There's 2 of them? Step on it!
Bro, I tell you what, man. There's 2 promo Charizards. And my dumb self I wish I had the screenshot. I'll send a screenshot to Mike. But when I put the deck on Arcanine, it showed a Mander. It showed a Mander. And it said promo, but it didn't show the picture. PR. I was like, okay, PR promo. Clicked on it, boom. PR SWSH, Sword Shield promo. That's from Pokemon Go. The new promos go SV, Scarlet Violet, P, promo. SVP, and then numbers and whatever it is, promo. Neither of the pictures showed up. So I was just like, oh, PR promo, cool. There it is. No way, there's 2 promo Charmanders. There's 2 promo Charmanders. So the options were either find promo Charmanders, which the shop did not have, and ask your cousin, ask your mom, ask your girlfriend, ask your friend, ask your buddy, ask your own card shop. Does anyone have promo Charmanders? The answer is no. Go look in your collection. Oh, wait. Go look around. No, there's no promo Charmanders. No one has those. So it's either I have to find a promo Charmanders or my Charmanders become just basic energy. If I can evolve my Charizards from the Charmanders, what do? So I had to scoop in top 4. Ended up taking top 3 though. Got this nice little 3rd place trophy. Is that showing up, Mike? Maybe I'll send a picture. I took a picture on Twitter. Mike will post it for you too. Mike's a magician. Mike's like just magical, man. He's more of a magician than Masquerada, man. He knows the magic. Yeah, took 3rd place. He also gave me this beautiful 151 puzzle. 151 puzzle right here. I already put together. I don't have to put it together. It's already ready for me. But yeah, took 3rd place. Rushed home, picked up my stepdaughter who was in trouble, but the wife and I figured, different ways of punishing. She'd already been punished earlier, so we're like, hey, she can go to a challenge. So I picked her for the challenge. I get there. She went 2-2, picked up her 15 points. So she's getting close to the Worlds. I turned around and got to the finals. I lost in the finals and took 2nd.
Shane, if you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about?
This time I fixed Demander. I fixed it. I put in the right list. But I had a pretty good weekend. So I picked up some points. 32 from the cup. What's that, 12 from the challenge? So I'm not going to Worlds, so I picked up some points, man. But I learned that there's 2 promo Charmanders now in standard format. Huh? What? But yeah. Yeah, I did get the 151 puzzle. I got a box of 151. I got 2 ETBs, 2 booster bundles, 2 poster collections, and a binder collection open up. And I'm gonna let Wifey open up a lot of that stuff too. Also, my prizing from the weekend was pretty nice too. Prize packs, sealed Obsidian Flames. I'm gonna let Wifey pull some of that up. It might be a YouTube video. Mike, you might have your work cut out for you this weekend, bro. I'll pay you handsomely. Unless anyone else wants to edit and let me get this money. I gave your job away, Mike. I'm sorry. But no, yeah, speaking of money and prices and boxes and stuff like that, did anyone see that $400 box that just came out? It's not out yet, but it just got, revealed, and it's up for pre-order. Well, it was up for pre-order. That thing sold out quick on the website. I'm like, how? It's $400. I think the only thing that's really coming in that box is just like, oh my gosh, are the damage counters. They stack up. They're like little traffic cones. And that might be kind of cool, but it has like I don't even think it's correct. I don't even think it's real, but like base set Charmander, Blastoise, and Venusaur. If they were real, I'm buying that box, no problem. But I think they're replicas or whatever it is, or reprints. And it comes like a deck box. I think 2 or 3 of them. It's like a big, nice. It looks nice, but it's $400. I think PokeBeach.com said they saw this months ago, but thought it was like a error on the. Like, no, they can't. That's not $400. It's $400, and people have done pre-ordered that thing. I don't think people are gonna get that thing, sell that stuff off like quickly. It's gonna be a hot commodity, but I can't afford that. $400. What you mean? You guys should see my deck. I got common color experiments in there. I can't afford Pokemon Go Charmanders. Come on now. $400? But yeah, that box will be coming out sometime in October, I believe. Or is it November? Sometime in November. GameStop will have it. Your local card shops, your LGS should have it. So support them if you got $400. It also comes with the, is it Lugia Ho-Oh EX? I think it comes with those 2. And something else. Suicune EX. It comes with those, I guess they're promo cards now. Might be the only way to attain them. So these cards might be kind of sought after. I don't know. $400 though. I'd rather spend all my money on 151, and that's what I plan on doing. 151 might not be the most valuable set. It's probably going to drop after a while. It's only been what, 5 days. But the Charizard, the alt art Charizard, the one that, you know, tells the story of the Charmander's looking in the sky, and the minion's like climbing up on the rock closer, and then the Charizard's like soaring like he believes he could fly. You know what I mean?
I can fly! I believe I can fly!
Butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high. He's in the sky like that. That Charizard is still going for like $100. So there's still some value. Erica's invitation has dropped. You know, it's going for around $50 to $60 now. Next highs are like the Blastoise and, you know, some of the alt arts. I have the Venusaur. I pulled the Venusaur last week, so that's something I have. I have a full art Zapdos. I have a full art Mew, which is almost the same price as a gold Mew, which is it's weird. Everyone's waiting for that promo Mew from the premium collection. I think that comes out in a couple weeks. But yeah, a lot of this value I feel like is going to go down. But that Charizard might save it just because it's a Zard, you know. Shout out to Audrey. I don't know if Audrey can hear this or listen. At the cup I missed, Audrey opened up, you know, some 151, and she pulled the Charizard. The Charmander. I'm like, I need that Mander, you know, because I play Charizard. I'm like, I need that 70 HP Mander. And she was like, here. I'm like, I can't just take it. I said, we could trade or something. Like, give me $10. I said, I don't even know what it's worth. Hold on. I looked it up. Like, this thing's worth. Well, I had the shop owner look it up. Shout, what's up, Steven? Over at Triumph TCG. The shop owner looked it up. It's like $22. I'm like, this thing's like $20. And she's like, here, take it. Give something back to me later. So I went to my car and gave some prize pack stuff. And I'm like, here, take this. It's an Ultra Ball. And it's a hollow this and hollow that. And she's like, nah. And I almost you the real MVP. You know, y'all remember when Kevin Durant was the real MVP? Shout out to Audrey. I'm one step closer to having the Charmanders with the 70 HP that I'm going to put in there. If you go to GameStop, though, they have promo Charmanders too. Has a little GameStop stamp on there. I may or might not have 4 of those. I'm excited for these 70 HP Charmanders, man. But yeah, that thing's going for $20. The price is still up there, but they're gonna tank, right? They're gonna drop. Maybe not tank, but they're gonna drop. They will drop. I'm happy there's a chance of gold switch now. I'm happy about that. So I can, you know, bling out my decks. I'm a cheapo. I can't afford to bling out a lot of stuff. But I think for SAC, I'm gonna bling everything out, because it might be the only time that Charizard is gonna be good and viable, because that freaking de-evolution tool is coming out, which just kills single price decks. So I gotta play Charizard at a SAC, and I gotta bling it out if I'm gonna play it and do it the right way, man. That might be the only time I do it. But yeah, 151 is out. Prices should go down. But if you pull that Charizard, imagine if you pull a God Pack, or Demigod Packs they call them, where you get the alt art. You can either get the alt art Charmander line, Squirtle line, or Bulbasaur line. Imagine some of my stuff. I pull that Charmander, the Charmeleon, and the. But yeah, I think that is your weekly wrap up. That's all we had to talk about. That's all I had to rant about. Just be aware that there are 2 promo Charmanders in the standard format right now. If I can advise it, we need a serious moment. Mike, bring down some serious music. Get real serious. Zoom in on me, get real serious. Hi there. I'm Gazerine2K. Before we end this video, just be aware, for your own safety and own good, that there are 2 promo Charmanders in the standard format right now. Tell a friend. Help a friend. This was your weekly wrap up for the date of 9 of September 25th, 2023. I'm Gazerine2K, and we are out.